Hi guys, you're very welcome back to the vlog. Today finds me on Bere Island in the beautiful West Cork. Okay folks, you're very welcome back to the vlog. I got an opportunity to get on the ferry to go to the to Bere Island. Beautiful Sunday afternoon. It's a bit cloud cover there at the moment, but a beautiful Sunday. And in September, took the opportunity to come out. €30 for the van and myself. I was €25, the van was only a fiver. No, I'm only joking there. No, €30 all told. And I have about maybe 6-7 hours of being out here. I would suggest not to leave it till 12:30 in the day to come out. I would say come out a lot earlier. Anyway, I'll go around to a few different locations here on the island of Beara. I won't be able to get to an awful lot. Quality of shots mightn't be as good as you would get on the mainland, mainly because I'm not able to be out here unless I stayed overnight, which is a thought in the future actually with the van. Yeah, absolutely, certainly is food for thought. You know, you're coming out at maybe say 10:30, maybe 12:30, whatever, depending on the ferry times. You're not going to get the best light, and again late in the day, if the ferry is, you know, leaving before sunset as it is today, then again you're not going to be getting the best of light as well too. And for me, travelling back home, it's quite a distance from where I live, so you're looking at maybe a three and a half hour at least trip back to the Copper Coast. Anyway, I'll get on with it. I'm going to show you around the different locations. Talk to you in a minute. This is the sound between Bere Island there, straight ahead of us, and Castletown Bear there on the left. So calm today, so smooth. I'd say it's always relatively calm because it's protected by Bere Island, but today it's fantastic reflections. That's Hungry Hill there, under cloud cover at the top. I'm sure Hilly's Pass likewise would be a cloud cover today. Probably easier to climb it today. I had to climb it yesterday in the Tour de Beara. Getting a right good look at the Beara Peninsula here from close hand, lads. Trees down low, no vegetation above a certain level. That's looking up towards the Gower area of the Beara Peninsula. You can see a few boats there, lads. It's a graveyard really. RNLI boats. That's where they go when they're no longer needed. Out here to Bere Island. Okay, I've come to the very westerly tip of Bere Island. I can go no further. There's a former barracks and bunker to protect the island. I can only imagine. Obviously, look. I honestly don't know when, but when would it want to have been protected? Are we looking at World War II maybe? Would they have needed protection beforehand? Possibly. But it's facing the westerly side, looking across at the tip of the Beara Peninsula. Well, towards the tip of the Bere Peninsula, southwest of Castletown Bere. This road is the road to Ardina Lighthouse. It's a lighthouse on Bere Island, and I'm going to jump the stile here and head out. It's hard to believe there's a lighthouse there, but if you follow the actual poles, the electricity poles, that's the direction you're roughly taking. So hopefully there's a track out there. Yep, hopefully get some shots out there. I won't say they'll be the best shots in the world, and I have taken photographs from across the actual sound on the mainland, but yeah, not great. The island is in the or not the island, the lighthouse is in the distance. Anyway, I'll catch you out at the lighthouse. Finally arrived at the actual lighthouse, or nearly to the lighthouse. Yeah, that's the mainland across there, part of the Bere Peninsula, and Ardina is actually looking out onto the wide open Atlantic Sea there. It's on the western side of Bantry Bay, the mouth of Bantry Bay, and Sheeps Head Lighthouse would be on the eastern side of it. And of course they put up Sheeps Head Lighthouse so that ships, oil tankers, wouldn't have any trouble finding, let's say, the Bantry Bay to go into Whiddy Island. Pretty straightforward lighthouse, as you can see. This is as close as I've ever been to it. Ardina. It doesn't feature an awful lot in photography. I'm not surprised. When you came out to the likes of Bere Island, you would be hoping that you'd be able to rip around the different locations pretty quickly, but as you can see, 50 minutes walking, fairly fast now. One other thing, lads, make sure you've decent footwear. Now I have a pair of runners and it's tied with maybe walking shoes as in Merrells. I probably should have gone with the Merrells, even though we haven't had rain for a week. It's been fantastic weather. It was still very wet in patches, and I was jumping and skipping across rocks, etc. A few fishermen out there and pleasure seekers coming out of Castletown Bere. One lad is just behind the pole there, and yeah, the sun seems to have just gone in. Yeah, we've got dappled cloud there. That is a major pity. I was hoping to try and catch this with some sunlight. Either way, we might get a break in it and try and get some shots. I'll kind of look around. I'll show you any shots I get, lads. back with you again. As you can see, I'm just over the lighthouse, still waiting for that sun, and I've just come up to this point here, and what a stunning view there is out this way. Now, I left the tripod behind because really I knew it was a bit of a walk, and unless I was 100% going to use it, yeah, the sea really isn't wild enough, you know, to try and catch the action within the waves just crashing off the rocks. It's just not enough for me, to be perfectly honest, to have brought a tripod all the way out. But I'm looking across there, and what I'm basically seeing is we've got Sheeps Head over there, first head, and take another step over again, and you've got Mizen Head, more particularly the side of that peninsula, the Mizen Peninsula, where you'll find Three Castles Head. So Three Castles Head, Sheeps Head, and here we are on the Bere Peninsula, Bere Island. And again, yeah, some lovely headlands there, showing the ravages of the sea over time. Amazing structures on the rocks there. Okay, well, it's after getting darker here now on Bere Island. The cloud has kind of settled in. It's still very warm, but it's making for more moody shots now. That might help actually now, the time of the day. We're looking at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I've travelled 9 kilometres. It felt a lot longer than that because the roads are so narrow, and I've arrived over at the eastern side of the island, northeastern, closest probably to Bantry, as it were, or to the Adrigold side. Something I spotted when I was coming in on the Adrigold Castletown Bear Road this morning. I couldn't get over. When I looked out, I saw all these yachts. I thought to myself, I wouldn't have thought, you know, Bere Island would be somewhere now that people would moor yachts, and well, they are, and there's quite a few of them, so I'm going to show you those here now. And there's a lovely little inlet, and I just feel there's a nice shot here. I've just got to work a composition. Yeah, quite a few of them, as you can see as well too. Maybe it's cheaper to have them out here. Maybe people have holiday homes, quite an amount of houses, and yet between houses quite a distance between them as well too. A bit like Cape Clear and many other of these islands, you get the cars popped off, the old cars, everywhere. And here we have this old Transit Connect that seems to have had its day, and you're probably saying to me, well, maybe somebody owns it and they're still driving it. I don't think so. It hasn't seen, I'd say, any bit of road for a while. And just a while ago, I passed a car right up on the main road. No reg, no tax insurance, parked out onto the, quite a distance out on the road. It was a wide area, almost like up near the pub, and a wide area, and maybe it's a communal car that if somebody is at the pub and they've just, you know, no transport home, yeah, maybe they decide, well, look, do you know what, I'll take that one off, bring it back tomorrow. I don't know. But there are lots of them around. I'll show you some pictures of them as well too, and you're looking at cars from 1995, 98, 2000, 2003, 2006, and they're just left by the roadside. I think in places like these you might get maybe 2 to 3 years out of them. You buy them cheap, so you're probably 10 years old when they come in here, and then if you get 2 or 3 years, because the salt air just eats them away. I can see the bottom of the Transit Connect there, it's just rotten, eaten away. It's not so much the body work, but the actual engine work then as well too gets big time affected. I'm going to push on, take a few shots here, and we'll move on to there's a second ferry that comes in here, and it's the the East End ferry. I came in on the West End ferry. Pet Shop Boys that have a great fun here, and yeah, I'll take some shots and we'll see how we go. Talk to you in a while. That's where we are here at Raran. So I'm still, even though I came in on the pier here, I'd want to be back there in about an hour and a half. I've travelled all the way to here, which is roughly 8 kilometres. Sure, that's probably 2 or 3 more kilometres down here. I might take that loop, see how we go, and see if there's any shots. That's the walk up to the Martello Tower there, a bit far at the moment. That's where I was out in Ardina. I'll look for maybe a half hour back to here. Okay folks, well that's it from this particular vlog here on Bere Island. Hard to cover everything in a kind of 4 or 5 hour trip, and especially when you spend 2.5 of it travelling out to Ardina Lighthouse and back in again. Yeah, certainly a place to visit. I've probably given you more history than photographs, but I think I've got 1 or 2 nice photographs, I have to say. Some lovely light knocking around. Yeah, dark, broody clouds. Also, when you're looking across at Hungry Hill and the Beara Peninsula, always the possibility of beautiful vistas and light coming through onto the dappled light on the mountainsides, as there is now. I'm looking across at it. Also, reflections of boats here as well too, and came across a few different wrecks, etc. Again, on another visit out, many of the places where I got good shots this time could very well be very dour, and other places that were dour this time and I didn't even bother shooting could very well develop, and that's the beauty of landscape photography. Every time you come to a location, it's completely different. So listen, I'll leave you go. Thank you very much for joining me. I really appreciate it, and if you like what you saw, please give me a like. It helps develop the channel, and if you haven't subscribed, well, why not do so? And God knows where I'll end up. I know I have quite a few backlog of vlogs from lots of different countries. Yeah, lots of different countries. I'm looking at maybe 9 or 10 different countries that I haven't actually put up, and yet I have to continue with my Wild Atlantic Way vlogs as well too, which will be coming out bit by bit. It could take about 10 years for me to get to North Donegal, and yet I've vlogged most of those already. So anyway, talk to you soon. Take care. Bye for now.